Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. Pacific Solar and King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
From clearing his name to a complaint filed with the police, the latest controversy out of the local Catholic Church.
Plus, the Guam Contractors Association prepares to take the federal government to court.
And also tonight, a system error that led to duplicate charges on military bases is actually larger than it was originally thought. And we say hapaday and good evening if you're watching us live on KUAM TV 8 or streaming us anywhere in the world, wherever you are on YouTube. Hapaday. Well, after 2 long years of not having an opportunity to defend himself as well as his reputation, that day has finally come for Monsignor James Beneventi, but it lasted only a few hours after another allegation was brought forward late this afternoon.
In July 2014, 1 week after the Monsignor celebrated 20 years as rector of the cathedral, Archbishop Anthony Apron suddenly removed him from the position and his position as director of Catholic cemeteries. Apron accused the Monsignor of mismanaging millions of dollars in church money.
It's tonight's top story, and it is with Crystal Paco.
His prayers were answered.
That's the greatest thing we can do, is to pray for those who have done us harm, and that's what I adopted to do.
For 2 years, Monsignor James Beneventi stood accused of financial mismanagement in the church. When the allegation surfaced, Archbishop Anthony Apron didn't allow for due process. Under the direction of Apostolic Administrator Archbishop Savio Hantaifai, Beneventi's name was cleared.
I am grateful for the vindication I have received from the present administration of this archdiocese. Having been able to respond directly to these alleged financial irregularities, we now know today that truth and justice have once again prevailed.
Delegate to the administrator, Father Jeff St. Nicholas, made the announcement in a press conference Friday morning on behalf of Archbishop Hahn.
I hereby declare that Monsignor Beneventi's response is found both credible and satisfactory, and that none of these alleged major irregularities should be held valid.
But it's not a time to celebrate. According to Concerned Catholics of Guam Vice President Andrew Camacho, they'll continue their pickets outside the Hagåtña Cathedral as they have for several months.
There's still a lot of issues that confront the Archdiocese, and the Concerned Catholics of Guam are here, and we are ready, willing, and able to help the Archdiocese in any way we can with suggestions on how to move forward.
Well, the damage was done, and Apron removed Beneventi as rector of the Hagåtña Cathedral, director of the Catholic cemeteries, and dissolved the Archdiocesan Development Group. Effective today, Beneventi is the pastor of St. Anthony's Church in Tamuning.
It is now time to once again roll up our sleeves and be on our way in continuing the critical work of restoring, reconciling, and rebuilding our archdiocese.
According to KUAM files, Apron justified his actions towards Beneventi with an audit conducted by Deloitte & Touche that revealed millions of dollars of cathedral and Catholic cemeteries funds were mishandled. Apron stated that given the gravity of the situation, he was compelled to take urgent measures, changing administration in order to end this state of affairs, which is detrimental to the Archdiocese. According to Beneventi, he submitted over 170 pages worth of documents to clear his name today. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
And we broke this story earlier today in an interesting twist. Just hours after the Archdiocese cleared Monsignor Beneventi of any wrongdoing, a complaint was filed by the Catholic cemeteries of Guam with the Guam Police Department and the Attorney General's office. According to the complaint, Catholic Cemeteries alleges $13,000 was misused for Monsignor Beneventi's 20th anniversary dinner in 2014. According to KUAM News Files, 1 week after the Monsignor's 20th anniversary celebration, Archbishop Apron removed him as rector of the cathedral and director of Catholic Cemeteries. Now, just before news time, the Archdiocese of Agana issued a statement in response to the complaint stating this matter was addressed and the findings determined Monsignor James to be cleared of any financial irregularities. Additionally, Archbishop Savio Hantay-Fai also clarified that the Catholic Cemeteries of Guam is an entity of the Archdiocese of Agana, and in no way did he authorize any individual to represent the Archdiocese nor file such a complaint on behalf of the organization. He said such misrepresentations constitutes a grave wrong and disobedience that will not be tolerated. Archbishop Han plans to take immediate and appropriate action to discipline the person or persons involved. You could read the statement in its entirety on our website.
And it does now look like the Archdiocese is taking a closer look at its finances. This follows the signing of Bill 326 in the public law last week, as the church, as you know, circulated and submitted a petition containing over 4,500 signatures prompting the governor to veto the measure. The church predicted the law could result in not only bankruptcy, but also school closures and the end to other church services for the community. Delegate to the administrator, Father Jeff St. commented on this point.
This topic is in front of, or is on the table for our Archdiocesan Finance Committee, and we're in the process of assessing our assets at this time. So that in itself is, we're simply assessing our assets at this time. So we're at the very, again, preliminary stages of these things.
Bill 326, if you didn't know, lifts the civil statute of limitations for child sex abuse cases.
Delegate to the administrator, Father Jeff St. in the meantime, confirms today the Vatican is preparing to hold a canonical trial for Archbishop Anthony Apron. Apron stands accused of molesting at least 4 altar boys when he was a priest at Mount Carmel Parish in Agate.
They are in the process of formulating the court, as Archbishop Han has shared with me. It is not as if they have a sitting or a standing court. These kind of cases are very rare in our church, so they need to put together the mechanisms, the people, in order to have that type of trial. So they're in this kind of preliminary stage right now.
Apron was placed on leave earlier this year. In his place, the Vatican appointed, as you know, Archbishop Savio Hantay-Fai as Guam's apostolic administrator. Han recently traveled to Rome to urge the Holy See to remove Apron and appoint another bishop for the Archdiocese of Agana.
Well, Andrew Camacho with the Concerned Catholics of Guam organization was present at the press conference, as you saw, and told us this is a step in the right direction, but did add that his organization is asking the Archdiocese of Agana for the status of the church's investigation of Father Luis Camacho.
There is a priest from Guam who has an issue of due process that we still need to follow up on, and that would be Father Luis Camacho, who was officially charged with custodial interference. And when that came out in the media, the Archdiocese said that there was an official investigation, an ongoing investigation. At this point, more than a year later, we have heard nothing.
Allegedly, Father Lewis took a minor from school and was caught, allegedly, again, engaging in sexual contact with the female.
In other news, the FSM Consul General's office has made contact with the family left devastated by Monday night's deadly house fire. According to FSM Consul General Robert Ruecho, the family is still finalizing funeral arrangements for the 5 deceased girls.
What we learned is that they're going to be buried here. The 5 kids. The 3 the remaining 3 and the parents, we don't know about their plan, whether to stay on Guam or to go back. We wanted to ask people for donation, if whatever amount they can donate to help the family. We want to ask especially the FSM citizens living in Guam if they can donate any, I need to help the family. Because this is very expensive.
While the GO Mayor's Office has been designated a drop-off site for donations, residents are encouraged to call Adelup to make monetary donations. The number to call is 472-8931. You can also make a monetary donation at a boot drive set for October 5th at the island's major intersections. According to the governor's office, they've added additional locations at the airport intersection. The boot drive will run from 4 in the afternoon to 6 p.m.
And in other island news headlines this evening, the Guam Contractors Association, alongside other stakeholders, are taking the federal government to court over the denial of H-2B visas critical to construction projects on the island. Ken Quintanilla has our next report.
The Guam Contractors Association is apparently going to be filing a lawsuit against the United States government for assistance with expediting the approval process for the H-1, H-2B visas.
And while they might not be involved directly, during Friday's GITA board meeting, Administrator Jay Rojas announced a lawsuit will be brought against the feds over the issue of H-2B visas.
GITA and the administration are going in with full support behind this. The governor has offered GITA to be able to assist in any way.
While he was unavailable for an interview today, Guam Contractors Association President James Martinez confirms a lawsuit is in the works. An immigration attorney assisting in the case tells KUAM that the lawsuit will be filed on Monday. The lawsuit is against the U.S. Attorney General's Office, the Secretary for Department of Homeland Security, the Director of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, the Associate Director of Service Center Operations, and the Director of the California Service Center, related to the denials of H-2B visas on Guam. And while they're not seeking any monetary compensation, they are requesting an injunction for immigration services to stop denying the applications. Along with GCA, the other plaintiffs include companies representing the tourism and medical services industries, landscape, linen supply, and a bakery.
In all honesty, it's been a while since anybody from Guam has actually sued for a government or entity outside of district court.
Meanwhile, both Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo and Governor Eddie Calvo have reached out to the federal officials for relief. In an interview with KUAM earlier this month, Guam Department of Labor, Alien Labor Processing and Certification Division Administrator Greg Macy says USCIS has not given reasoning behind the denials. He does, however, say since last year, they've noticed drastic drops in approvals of H-2B workers. In September, he said they had a 99.7% denial rate, or the approvals of only 2 workers. He says with about 1,200 workers right now, they expect the numbers to dwindle to about 100 by the end of this year.
So if you're saying that you're going to take away Guam employers' ability to supplement their workforces, you're going to see construction projects either halt or slow down significantly. And there's going to be that impact on the island.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.
We're going to take a little break. Stay tuned. We are back after this.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Have you gotten paid yet? That's the premium automatic insurance deduction plan from Calvo's Insurance. Paid simplifies your home and auto insurance. No down payment, no more long lines, and you can stretch your payments up to 12 months. Paid is convenient. It deducts from your payroll, your checking account, or your credit card. With Paid, you get up to 65% off your car insurance and enjoy lifestyle club discounts. Life can be easier when you get paid.
Call Calvo's Insurance today and save on your home and auto insurance. At IT&E, we know how important it is to stay connected, especially for students and their families. That's why IT&E is proud to give students more with the Motion Student Plan. It's just $30 a month for unlimited talk and text and 3 gigs of 4G LTE data. Bring your own device and get an additional 2 gigs and up to 3 months free. Students can do more with IT&E's 4G LTE network. Unlimited talk and text plus up to 5 gigs of 4G LTE data a month for just $30. Now that's life in motion.
A beautiful, healthy smile is an expression of confidence. The more confident you are about your smile, the more likely you are to fully express your feelings without having to worry about the way your teeth look.
Before cosmetic dentistry, I didn't smile as much. I didn't have the confidence, and it shows. And since I've had cosmetic dentistry done, I feel 10 times more confident. I make my initial introduction with a nice big smile and a handshake, and I just feel like it really is a relationship builder, a nice warm smile, and it makes the clients and customers feel more comfortable with you, feeling confident, and they feel that you're not just there for business, that you're also there kind of as a friend as well. So, I mean, it's amazing how powerful a smile can be. A good smile.
Since your smile makes a significant impression on those around you, it is important that it makes the impression you want it to make.
If you can dream it, you can do it. In the all-new Ridgeline from Honda.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Hafide and welcome back. Guam Office of Veterans Affairs Administrator Jose San Augustine is disappointed of the outcome of a recent audit that he says shows the VA was neglected. A scathing audit from the Office of Public Accountability released on Thursday described the VA's non-appropriated fund and Veterans Cemetery Trust Fund as grossly mismanaged and not accounted for.
San Augustine says while the files are concerning, he is working with Roderick Leon Guerrero to correct the problems in order to make the VA better. San Augustine started in June placing the general, who served in the acting capacity when former Administrator Martin Manglona resigned due to health reasons. As part of the addressing the non-appropriated funds, San Augustine has asked that no checks are written or any spending of those funds occur until the problems are fully addressed. He says while they create new procedures, they hope to, quote, hold the people accountable that are placed in charge of the agency and not neglect the services of veterans, end quote. Former Administrator Manglona tells KUAM News he's not to blame for any neglect, but instead said it falls on former Administrator John Umpinko.
He'll be writing a letter to the OPA, but says when he started the fund, only had $300. He noted during this time that the VA used thousands of dollars of his own money to help with operations and staff.
Well, a nearly $40 million contract has been awarded to DZSP 21. The company is based out of New Jersey and provides base operating support services at Joint Region Marianas. That includes port operations, facility management, and utility services. The work is expected to be completed by March of 2025.
A system error that led to duplicate charges for Guam residents using the military's morale, welfare, and recreation, as well as child youth program facilities between January and June of this year is actually more widespread than initially thought. According to Public Affairs Officer Lieutenant Tim Gorman, the duplicate charges also affected sailors in Japan, Korea, Singapore, and in California. A press release from the Navy Installations Command Public Affairs Office emphasized personal information was not released and the issue was not related to hacking. Customers can call 349-4223 for more information.
Well, more than $2 million in payments will be late to landlords under the GURA Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program. Agency Executive Director Michael Duenas says rent payments to about 1,100 landlords and utility reimbursement payments to about 700 participating families will not be available tomorrow. He says the funds are delayed because the first of the month falls on a Saturday, and the federal government is transitioning to the new fiscal period. The money should be deposited in accounts early next week.
The Guam Waterworks Authority wants your feedback. For the first time in its history, the agency is conducting a customer survey. GWA spokesperson Heidi Ballendorf.
And we're doing focus groups, and we're also going to be phone calling and sending to those customers who granted us permission email survey. So if you get an email survey from us, it is a legitimate survey. We hope you will spend a few moments to give us meaningful feedback. And if you get a phone call from us in the coming week, we're going to start this weekend, and our target is to survey 800 water customers in Guam.
GWA will begin conducting the survey this Saturday.
We have some business news, as despite the rain, it was a good day to go to the Pacific Hotel and Restaurant Expo. Over 30 exhibitors participating and promoting their services and products that benefit tourism. Fair is hosted by the Guam Hotel and Restaurant Association.
Stay tuned. Sports is coming up next.
Make sure we're getting ready. Excuse me. Hey, Flacco, what's in the bag?
McDonald's new Mighty Wings.
Those look good. I'll play you for them.
For what, my wings?
First one to miss has to watch the other one eat.
Let's go. Left upright.
I want to off the scoreboard through the uprights. Oh, man. Not again.
Cap, you trying to get my wings?
Nah, I'm right here.
What's that noise?
Tourism, it's our #1 industry. As Guam's largest employer, tourism supports 20,000 jobs. In fact, 1 out of every 3 jobs is tourism related. Annually, tourism generates over $150 million in tax revenue. Without it, every household would pay an additional $3,100 per year. From real estate to retail, tourism has a positive impact on every industry. Make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Support tourism.
If you're at risk of becoming homeless, and if you're a vet, please don't be anxious, because West Care is here to help. My family and I are living proof of what West Care can do for you. Believe me, I'm so grateful to West Care. You know, we include West Care in our prayers.
Call Veteran Advocate Hotline at 482-9001 or 488-9001.
This message has been brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
So what's the next one up? So it's just a Buick. Wow, that doesn't look like a Buick. So your dad let you borrow the...
Buick, Mr. Simmons. And it's got a 5-star overall safety rating. I don't think that's what he's worried about.
I bet you haven't seen anything like it.
It's a Buick.
I'm what you'd call an early adopter.
Now get this 2016 Buick Regal starting at $29,995. Visit AutoSpot Buick today for great offers. We are your Buick dealer of Guam.
Half a day, Guam. Chris Barnett with sports on this fun good Friday. Woohoo! Man, a big, huge show for you in store tonight. Let's get right to it with our Dow Rent-to-Own Athlete of the Week. And we're here, of course, for Athlete of the Week presentation. Oriana Sevilla, our Athlete of the Week. Congrats, girl.
Thank you.
All right, and Mr. Jack with a special message for Oriana.
Congratulations on being the Rent-to-Own Athlete of the Week. Who would you like to donate your check to?
The St. Anthony Lady Raiders basketball team.
There you go. Now, Oriana, little package, big things. Bowler. Now, you guys undefeated. You recently went up against another undefeated team, Bishop. I know you guys are rivals, and you guys were able to pull out the win against Bishop. Tough win on the road. How was that?
It was pretty challenging at first, but then during the fourth quarter, we grew as a team, and teamwork counts. So that's how we won against them. Just know that hard work pays off.
There you go. Now, I know you hit a lot of practice, Guam Elite basketball. You're repping them. Let's talk a little bit about the amount of practice and hard work it takes to see those results on the court.
Hours, days, months, it all pays off thanks to our coach and, coaches. Lots of push-ups. Then we just get stronger every day that we practice, and while we're in the gym, we grow as a team. And it just it inspires us to go for the championship and work harder. So
I noticed in that great road win of you guys, you scored almost half of your team's points. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, let's talk about that a little bit. Being a scoring threat, is that something that you enjoy?
I do enjoy it very much. It just came to a shock as me too. So it was just pretty unbelievable to my mind.
Now you're kind of like Instagram famous too, girl. What's that like? You get you get a lot of fans at your school.
Yes. Next morning after the game, I walked in. All I heard was "Good job, Ori. Good job, Oriana. You did good." And it just made me smile, and it made my heart go up.
Kind of get choking up here, girl.
Anxiety attacks.
So, being a young lady, being a great basketball player, is that something you take seriously, being a role model for other young women out there?
I take it to the highest level because it's good to know that you can be an inspiration to others too, but studies do come first.
Well, there you go. On behalf of KUAM Sports and Dow Rent-to-Own, you go, girl. And thanks for joining us here, Dow Rent-to-Own and Got Your Members Zero Down on Sofas for Athlete of the Week presentation.
KUAM Sports Athlete of the Week is brought to you by
Bart Lanata upset top seed Jim Pinalla 224-178 with handicap. Hey, to claim his second senior monthly bowling title this year. Lanata's steady spare shooting and error-free game en route to his second victory. Pinalla, no such luck as the lane conditions changed dramatically, and a huge split in the ninth frame sealed the win for Mr. L. The next senior bowler of the month will be held at Central Lanes Sunday, October 23rd, 9 in the morning. All right, hey, let's head down to Tumon. Get your galoshes on, your rain boots. Check out Dave Delgado, TGI Fridays, Game Day Grub.
Game Day Grub is brought to you by TGI Fridays.
Dave Delgado here at TGI Fridays for Game Day Grub. Right now, it's the Bengals up 16-7 over the Dolphins. Now, Miami's Ryan Tannehill hooking up with Kenny Stills for their first touchdown on the second snap of the game. Now, the Bengals getting 3 field goals from Mike Nugent and Andy Dalton, hooking up with A.J. Green for their only touchdown. Let's get you caught up with how the rest of the game played out. Not the best of highlights, but Mike Nugent got the job done today with his leg. Nugent 5 of 5 on field goals, hitting from 48, 22, 43, 22, and 47 yards out. Andy Dalton, 22 of 31, 296 yards and a touchdown. Bengals get the win, 22-7, and improve to 2-2. All right, don't forget to check us out here at Fridays for Game Day Grub with Andy Wheeler every Monday and Friday. Chris, back to you.
All right, thanks, my man, Dave Delgado. Let's check out some football. Sunday, October 2nd, 11:30 p.m. NFL on CBS. Indianapolis at Jacksonville, and they're playing in London. Radio. Monday, October 3rd, 3 in the morning, KUAM TV 11. The NFL on CBS, Buffalo Bills at Andy Wheeler's New England Patriots. And then Monday the 3rd, 10:20 a.m., KUAM TV 8, Sunday Night Football. Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, do me a favor, rain or shine, you guys have a great weekend, and you keep on shining, Guam. My name's Chris Barnett. Friday, woohoo! Adios!
Cause you and I, oh yeah, we could fly so high, so high. You and I won't let this moment pass us by, pass us by. Won't let this moment pass us by. Won't let this moment pass us by. Won't let this moment pass us by.
These used cars are Nissan certified, and let me show you why I stand behind every used car that we sell. First, our certified technicians inspect every used car to make sure it's safe, reliable, and mechanically sound. Then any scratches and dings are given first-class treatment at our body shop. And after thorough detailing inside and out, the car is ready for sale. At a price that's always below Blue Book. That makes Nissan used cars your best buy.
The Heineken Laugh Factory brings you Rex Navarrete live in Guam.
I saw a Filipino downtown Oregon, so I reached out to him. You know, he's in a Filipino telepathy, right? I just went, right?
The premier Filipino-American comedian performed alongside George Lopez, D.L. Hewley, and Paul Mooney returns to Guam on October 7th and 8th at the Sheraton Laguna Guam Resort at 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. each night. General admission tickets, $25, available at all 76 Circle K and online at tpiguam.com. Get your VIP tickets, $40, available at Guam Auto Spot and also online at tpiguam.com. Rex Navarrete, live in Guam, presented by Heineken. Please enjoy responsibly. Brought to you by these fine sponsors. With special thanks to... This is a Tropical production.
Come celebrate with Ulitao, Guam's proud seafaring tradition at Fiesta Tasi, the Festival of the Canoes, October 1st and 2nd at the Valley of the Lati Talafofo River. Canoe carvers, artists, farmers, and local craftsmen will join us from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Matson Navigation, the Guam Visitors Bureau, Heineken, Kloppenberg Enterprises, GTA, Uno, the Guamanian Magazine, and the stations of KUAM are proud sponsors of this event. Tickets are available at Shell stations in Tamuning, Deredo, Barragata Tri-Intersection, and Chalampago. For info, visit valleyofthelati.com or call 789-3342.
There's no place on Guam like Chuck E. Cheese's. It's tons of fun with so many games, and parties are a blast, where everyone has fun. Come and party at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. Call and book your party today.
All right, your weather report real quickly. Mostly cloudy with isolated showers. Winds are coming from the south with low evening temperatures around 79. On Saturday, partly sunny skies await you with isolated showers. Southeast winds are blowing at about 7 miles per hour. Afternoon highs of 88, lows of around 79.
And let's get to your birthday shout-outs with the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Happy birthday going out to Rich Tenorio. Love, Michelle.
Happy birthday to Mike Timinglow. Happy birthday, Mike. This comes from your family.
Happy birthday to Anandan Tovis.
It is a happy birthday to this lovely lady. This is Teresita Salas, maybe our relative, Brie. Happy 66th birthday, your family says, to our beautiful queen.
And happy birthday going out to Jevin Sandova. Love your family.
Now, I personally always like when we do pairs, and this goes out to Raylene Sablan and Ramon Sablan. They both have a birthday today, so happy birthday.
Happy 8th birthday going out to Landon Suzuki from your family. May you continue to bless us each day with your bright smile.
All right, there are many, many Frank Cruzes on Guam, as you know, but this Frank Cruz has a birthday today. This comes from Jen and the family. They say, have a blessed one and enjoy your special day.
Happy birthday to Joe Gogui. We love you so much from your family.
Haz Sablan and Keith Guerrero both have birthdays today, so happy birthday to the two of you as well.
And now to announce the winner of this week's Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake. Congratulations going out to Frank Cruz, who's actually celebrating his birthday today.
And remember, we said there are many, many Frank Cruzes, so there's a lot of people like, hey, me? But is this Frank Cruz? So if you want to be part of the fun and possibly get a Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake of your own, just go to KUAM.com and register.
And that's it for Primetime. Stay tuned. Extras next.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Fiesta Friday. I'm Jason Salas, and we start the show with news about food as our friends at the American Culinary Federation of Guam will be hosting a Chef's Table event that happens next weekend. And here to tell us all about it are Chef Karen and Chef Clay. Chefs, Afternoon, and thank you for joining me.
Yeah, man, serious food.
All right, well, tell me all about this event and who it's for, Chef Clay.
This is actually this event is for sponsoring money for the GCC students and some of the chefs in the hotels here on Guam for educational purpose and certification purposes.
Okay. Now, Chef Karen, what does it mean to be certified, and what do you have to do to go through that process?
To be certified, you have to take some exams online, and then after passing it, then you have to do you have to take another test, which is a practical exam with some ACF certified
chefs.
Chefs, and then
sounds very difficult.
Yes, you have to do. Well, if you're a chef, or even if you're it's not really as hard. It's
if you know your stuff, you should be able to pass.
Yes.
Yeah, they welcome stress, chefs, because we do it every night. When it's busy and we run out of food, bam, we got to come up with ideas, So
well, all the chefs that I have had the good fortune of interviewing on this very set, they all say that cooking at the professional level, it's not a job, it's a calling.
Yes.
I'm sure you would agree. And Chef Karen, how do you share that passion to a younger generation of people that want to get into the business?
I actually always encourage young culinarians, young chefs to join ACF to be able to, have that professional level in terms of like skills, academics, and, as certifications. And also, you always have to you always have that passion that to share with other people. Like for this event, we will have I believe 54 to 55 GCC culinary hotel tourism or from the Department of Tourism GCC to participate on this event. And then every participating chef will have one post-art student and one GCC culinary student to partner or a mentee on the property. So we'll have 5 different chefs from we have Chef Dennis Salenga from Guam Plaza Hotel. We have we have Chef Ray Barnes from Jamaican Girl together with Chef Clay. We have Chef Jesse Talavera from GCC. We also have Chef Bertrand from GCC and myself to do the desserts on the ending. And each of us will be partnered with a pro-start student and a culinary student.
All right. Well, Chef Clay, when is it and what time should people show up? And does this just have to be professional cooks, or can it be
average
anybody,
people like
myself?
Anybody. As a matter of fact, if you have the desire to share this passionate event with us, you can get tickets at Churrasco's. You can go there and get some tickets. It's $100 a night, a person for that night. Also, it's at October 8th at the Outrigger Hotel, which is being brand new renovated. So it's going to be a beautiful ballroom.
That's going to look gorgeous.
Yeah.
So
and the chefs there at that night will cook with their heart and serve with love.
It's a Caribbean team. Also, with this event will not be possible without our sponsors,
Absolutely.
our Outrigger Beach Resort, Guam Beach Resort, our home of ACFs. Also, the quality distributor. We're going to be featured 24-old day age Black Mountain Angus.
That's
we have
good.
PPC Pacific Produce. We have the MBI, Fontera, Johns and Guerrero Company, Global Food Services, Churrasco, Guam Plaza Hotel, GCC, Jamaican Girl. Yes, without them, this event will not be possible. And of course, our C2 Social for our marketing and TriVision and Mariana's Business Journal and Ambrose.
All right, well, it's an amazing event, and thank you so much for sharing your passion, not only with us, but also with the next generation of people who will take over.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
man, serious.
Thank you so much.
Please stay tuned. We are back after this.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Mas.
This is what we do on Guam's best network. We're the filter killers, the likers and sharers, the bingers and Netflix chillers, the tweeters and hashtaggers. GTA has improved their 4G LTE network, covering 95% of the island, delivering faster data speeds, strength and quality, and more reliability than ever. It's just what you need. So switch to GTA and step up to a better network, a strong network that lets you do what you do. GTA, better LTE than ever.
Half a day. My name is Sarah Thomas Netadog. I'm the Regional Vice President for West Care Pacific Islands, and we have a program with the Veterans Administration to provide supportive services to veterans and families who may need assistance in accessing services to help pay for rent, to pay utilities, or to connect with educational programs.
Call Veteran Advocate Hotline at 482-9001 or 488-9001.
This message has been brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
For 20 years, Matson has been an important part of our everyday lives. Bringing in the cars we drive, the food we eat, and the materials that helped build our homes. From caring for our land through the Adaki Itanu program to generously supporting our local charities, Matson has contributed to the preservation and growth of our island. On behalf of those you've served throughout your 20 years on Guam, Tizas Maasi Matson.
Go for the Coco! Register for the Guam Coco Road Races! The all-new Coco Road Race is bigger and better than ever! So join the Coco and start training today! We've added a 10K run-up to the half marathon and Edgerton relay! Run in costume and win cash prizes! Enjoy the live entertainment at the post-race monster bash after the races! Register online now for the Guam Coco Road Races at guamcocoroadrace.com!
House to Home, brought to you by Remax Diamond Realty.
Hey, hi, Phil.
Good morning, Phil. Half a day.
Jason, half a day.
Yeah, very good to see you. Hello, everybody, and half a day to you out there in TV land. We are at the place where your dream of owning a home begins. We are at Bank Pacific's headquarters in the beautiful Hagani location. Phil Flores, our very good friend, and Liz Duenas.
Yes. And we invite you to come on in. We market home loans all the time. The rates are so low right now. You can't believe it. You can get a fixed rate 30-year loan for somewhere in the 3%. It's amazing. I've never seen it before.
Well, and clearly it's a very colorful office. You have a wonderful facility here. Speaking of color, look who we found. Beverly. Hello, Beverly.
She came in for a loan and never left. She came in like, what, 30, 40 years ago?
Yeah, she basically found her dream home. And,
Hello. Hello, Beverly. How are you?
which is what we are talking about today, Liz, other ways that you can work with Bank Pacific to actually get you home.
That's right. That's right. We're going to talk about a 97.3 loan.
You're like Beverly likes you, because a lot of times she'll get jealous when women come in here.
Oh, she's so sweet. Hi,
All right.
baby.
Well, we are going to talk to Therese Guevara, finding out about loans. So let's meet Therese and let's find out what Bank Pacific can do for you.
Therese, thanks for having us again. And I heard that you're doing 97% financing with 3% down. It's normally referred to as the 97.3 loan, correct?
Correct. What that is MGIC, which is our provider that allows us to loan up to 97% financing. These are for first-time home buyers that have not had ownership of property as a primary residence in the past 3 years, to allow them to engage in home financing, and it's everybody's dream to own a home. We look at 97% financing of the purchase price, a loan amount not to exceed $417,000. Private mortgage insurance allows first-time home buyers to be able to come down with less down payment, which is a down payment of 3% is required. The 3% down payment can come from either their personal funds, from gift funds, and gift funds are allowed from immediate family members. And
Great.
gift fund letters are also required to evidence to show the supporting documentation of where these funds are coming from.
Wonderful. So so if someone came in and wanted to do the 97% loan, can they use the grant that the government is giving?
Yes, the grant would be allowed, provided that the loan amount and closing cost does not exceed $250,000 for the first-time home buyer, and this is strictly for the 97% financing. We do refer clients to Guam Housing if they are interested in applying for that grant, and then Guam Housing has their requirements and documentation of what these individual buyers may need to apply for to avail to that gap assistance financing for either their closing cost, to help with their closing costs, or their down payment.
Well, we wanted to let the audience know that the government now has funds, because I think it's limited, and they just, I guess, must have received an injection of funds, and a buyer could avail themselves. We say free money, but it's money that the government is giving to first-time home buyers to help them with their closing costs. But the only limitation is they cannot exceed a $250,000.
$250,000 to include the closing costs.
Great. So the interest rate, how does the interest rate work with a 97% loan?
The interest rate is derived based on Freddie Mac rates. We normally pull rates daily from Tuesday to Saturday. So depending what the rate is at the time they submit the application. Rate lock with Bank Pacific is not committed until an official appraisal report is completed and there's ample evidence of value to cover the purchase price. Then that's when the bank will engage with the borrowers with it's called a rate lock agreement.
Mm-hmm.
And we normally do our rate lock agreement for 30-day delivery with Freddie Mac.
So does a person's credit score affect the percentage of their closing costs?
Yes, credit score required is throughout the whole market with real estate and real estate financing. We look at credit score 660 and above. Anything below 660 is considered a subprime borrower. Not necessarily if they're a subprime borrower below 660. The bank may also take a look to see what type of financing option that the bank can counteroffer if they're not able to make that 97% financing.
So if they had a credit score of, let's say, 760 and above, is that good?
760 is acceptable. We pull a merge credit report. So the scores that is selected is the middle of the 3 score. So if the middle of the 3 score is 670, it should be able to qualify for the 97% financing.
Okay. Well, thank you. This is great information for the audience. Please come and see Therese, call Bank Pacific regarding this 97% loan. It's a great deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm interested in one of your new Samsung devices.
No problem. Check our new Galaxy S7 Edge.
Our network is faster and more reliable with increased reach throughout the islands, Guam, and the Sea of Isles.
What do you think?
It's lit.
The Heineken Laugh Factory brings you Rex Navarrete live in Guam.
When Manny Pacquiao decides to freestyle English. I just went back and forth, puk Mexican, side to side, puk the Mexican.
The premier Filipino-American comedian performed alongside George Lopez, D.L. Hewley, and Paul Mooney returns to Guam on October 7th and 8th at the Sheraton Laguna Guam Resort at 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. each night. General admission tickets, $25, available at all 76 Circle K and online at tpiguam.com. Get your VIP tickets, $40, available at Guam Auto Spot and also online online at tpiguam.com. Rex Never Ready, live in Guam. Presented by Heineken. Please enjoy responsibly. Brought to you by these fine sponsors. With special thanks to... This is a Tropical production.
Why aren't you training for the Coco's Kids race, bro? Shoo, not even fair, bro. I'll just win that. Boom.
Calling all parents. Sign your kiddos up for this costume run October 29th. Register now at GuamCocoRoadRace.com.
Hafide, and welcome back to Fiesta Friday. I have these wonderful instruments, and these are drumsticks, my friend, if you didn't know, and they are very, very powerful. You can do some amazing things with these, be very, very expressive and creative, and who better to unleash the creative potential in all of us than our good friend, Larry Francois, the master of all things percussive on Guam.
Buenas and Hafide, thank you for having me again, Jason.
Hafide, it's a great pleasure. And, you know, it's interesting because you're giving back and ensuring that your love and your passion continues on by having your now 20th Larry Francois Drum Clinic. So congratulations on 20 years.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very humble that you know I present this particular clinic, and it's a real big treat because there's going to be nearly 18 of the island's best drummers, and that's going to be quite an exciting forum. It's never been done before. All the drummers are pretty excited about it. We're all looking forward to it. If you are able to attend, you'll be listening to the different the variety of styles and technique and just the rhythmic expressions that these drummers have to share or to convey. It's going to really be really awesome.
And on Guam, we have such a wide range of drummers. You got guys from like the heavy metal days, and you've got like jazz drummers, and then, you know, guys who are into like island beats and, you know, reggae.
Oh, absolutely.
Drumming.
Absolutely. Yeah. And another thing that's really special about this event with these drummers, the forum, is that there's like about nearly 6 generations of drummers with regards to their ages and the period or time at which they started playing. So how these styles are still to today pretty hip, you know, pretty modern still, if you will, you know. It's all about that expression. That
Alex Van Halen is still the man.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, well, speaking of which, you actually have some practice pads here and everything. So can you give us like a little demonstration, if you will, of like what people can expect to see when they attend?
Yeah, well, this is going to be a 2-part workshop, first of all. And the first part, I decided I would like to demonstrate how you could take some certain snare drum rudiments. Snare drum rudiments it's like a vocabulary, it's like a listing or a number of rhythmic phrases that you would play alternating your hands, either a left and a right or 2 lefts and 2 rights, just various combinations of that in different rhythmic phrases. So that's going to be like the first part. And, you know, one of the rudiments that I selected is one of the 13 essential rudiments, actually. And I first learned about this in junior high at the time, but never really thought how much could be done with just this rudiment until, you know, years later. So, you know, it's, for example, I'm going to play one that is called the single paradiddle. And with this rudiment, you will be alternating your hands, as in, for example, a right, left, right, right, and then alternate that left, right, left, left. So in essence, paradiddle, paradiddle. And here's an example here on the pad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paradiddle, paradiddle, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And the thing about this is, when developing or learning to control this, it's very important to play at different speeds. So therefore, you can always use the speed whenever needed. So.
That's amazing. And you do this with a smile on your face, like so effortlessly.
It's fun.
If I even went half of that tempo, I would have been passed out and like lying on the stage already.
Left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. So the thing is how can you take a rudiment like this, transfer it to the drum set, and orchestrate it using different colors? Colors meaning the different parts of the drum. For example, you have your snare drum, you have your hi-hat, you mounted tom-toms, you got your cymbals. So can I demonstrate on the table?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would love to.
So for example, if I was to take that single paradiddle and create some kind of a groove or a beat, I would use different parts of the drum, of course. So here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left.
And it's different exercises all centered around the same basic movement. Okay.
So if I take it up another level,
there's infinite combinations.
Yeah. Actually, it's only one combination,
okay.
But it's orchestrating it to different parts of the drum, so you have different colors.
Okay.
And also, it's to accent certain beats, certain hand movements, and so that's something to take something like that and to orchestrate in the drum set. It's a lot of fun because there is a lot of muscle control. Actually, that's what it is.
We'll tell you what, we don't want to give away too much because we want people to attend this. So how can people register and what time should they show up and worship?
Well, actually, the clinic is free. It has been free for the past 20 years.
Fantastic.
So you would come in. Well, there's a registration. Like to know who's attending. It's free. It's for Sunday, October 2nd, from 1:30 to about 4:30 or 5. Doors open at 1. And if you do come, you're going to be listening to some of the island's best drummers we have on the list here, and this is in alphabetical order.
We'll tell you what, we got to run, but where is it actually?
It's going to be over at the Pacific Star Hotel. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Larry. It's
You're
always a
welcome.
pleasure.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And thanks for the lesson. All right, everybody. We'll be back after this.
All right. All right.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Ruby Tuesday now gives you more for lunch. Endless trips to the Fresh Garden Bar, plus add-ons, mini combinations, and even new meal options. It's the new lunchtime menu, available Monday to Friday until 2 p.m., only at Ruby Tuesday.
It's the kickoff to savings event at Cars Plus in Muncie, going on now through September. Save thousands on a brand new Hyundai. Experience the award-winning Hyundai lineup with the best warranty on Guam. 10 years or 100,000 miles. The 2017 Hyundai Elantra starting at just $16,995. That's right, a 2017. Or how about the Hyundai Accent starting at just $11,995? Unbeatable. SUV lovers, the Hyundai Tucson is starting at just $21,995. The perfect vehicle for those tailgate parties. Visit CarsPlusGuam.com for easy shopping and quick financing. Kick off the savings going on now at Cars Plus, driven by you.
Welcome back to Fiesta Friday, everybody. Our friends at the University of Guam are holding a hackathon. So I am all super excited, with the keyword being disruption. And here to talk all about it are Andrea Felder. How's day, Andrea?
How's day?
And our good friend Val Perez. Val, it has been too long, my friend.
It has.
Yeah, good to see you, bro.
Thank you. You too.
And good to see you actually extending your traditional business knowledge and your experience and everything down to this wonderful new generation of kids using new business models, new economic approaches, new product development philosophies and everything like that to actually build really, really cool things, Andrea, really, really quickly.
Exactly. I remember you were actually president of the first hackathon on Guam.
It was incredible.
We were introduced to Peter Gravascio, who just recently completed his Indiegogo campaign. And we also had several people creating in-browser apps from translating language and as well as diabetes with a phenomenal accuracy rate. So this event coming around, we're looking to do that, but twice as good.
Well, that's interesting that you framed the the challenge, I would say, like that way, because last year you said a lot of the ideas that were being prototyped were in browser, and like if you're developing for the web, it's a lot faster, it's a lot more rapid, and you can actually get a usable product out in a few hours time. But this year, as I understand it, you guys are actually going for mobile prototyping.
Absolutely. So we're going to do quick mobile prototyping, and it's based on e-commerce, but also innovation. So we're asking the participants or attendees to solve or verify a problem or an opportunity that they can fix locally here on Guam, and find a disruptive way to use technology to create an innovative revenue model and build a quick mobile prototype within 8 hours. So
And that is the engineering mindset. You basically walk around looking for problems to solve.
we want to work fast, and we want to do it. We want to solve problems in a way no one else has. So.
Well, Val, what can you lend to young minds like this that are so hungry and they want to do such amazing things and they have such an entrepreneurial spirit, but business school old dogs like you and I and everything like that, these new approaches are they can be threatening, but they can also be very great opportunity.
Well, they can be, and the thing about it is that 25 years out of undergraduate engineering school, and things have changed drastically. I just got schooled by a freshly minted electrical engineer, and things have changed. But with my experience in business, I want to be able to pass that on to the up and coming generation, right? And the biggest part about it is that I'm able to do that now through the University of Guam. We just opened a Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. It was a program that was allowed because of an endowment by the Bank of Hawaii Foundation. And the true purpose, the mission, of course, is almost self-explanatory, but it's to provide a platform and experiential learning for entrepreneurship and innovation. So we're trying to partner with most of the groups out there that fall in line with Hackathon. I love the fact that they're tech-based because I am not. She knows this.
I'm a techie, yeah.
Yeah, I have one app on my phone and it's WhatsApp. That's it. It's the only thing I've got, right? So
that's actually how we set up this interview.
So the beautiful thing about it is that through the University of Guam, the endowment, as well as a network of professors that we have and our professional networks, we're able to get some advisors out there to help come in and give us some ideas, but also partner up and create affiliated organizations like the Hackathon so that we can help invigorate the students at the University of Guam and also help get the word out there as far as what's available and what we can do on the island, because most people don't think of Guam as a tech base.
But that is changing, Andrew.
It's a great possibility. I was just telling about earlier that Eduardo Salverin is actually an investor in some of the Asia Pacific websites and startups. So
the original co-founder of Facebook.
Exactly. So I mean,
I didn't even know that.
So creating a safe space for the entire community, not just college students, but adults, people, working professionals, people with ideas. We want to create a safe space and mentorship as well. And we've been given that opportunity by so many of our great supporters. Yeah.
Okay, so when can people, do they have to register, and when can they show up, and what do they bring with them? Because you might get not only coders, but hardware makers, industrial designers, like people like that. What should we bring?
So I've always believed fundamentally that our greatest asset here in Guam is our mind and our intellect and our ability to solve problems. Bring your minds, your computers, your phones, and just be ready to contribute and collaborate.
Okay. Is there any cost if we'd like to attend?
Free, absolutely free. Thanks to, again, our supporters like USG, SPPA, SBDC, Bank of Hawaii, Pika's, Papa John's, Docomo Pacific. And
yeah, so this particular event has actually gained some traction, an immense amount of traction. Originally, we had the main sponsors being the Bank of Hawaii Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, as well as SBDC, right, the Small Business Development Center. In conjunction with those two and the hackathon organizer, Andrea, we started getting this, and as it started taking off, we had to cap it. So we've got a maximum cap of 30 participants. But we started getting a bunch of support from other supporters like Docomo, Pika's Cafe, who were the others? Papa John's and
Guam Bakery.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, I hate to cut you off, but we do have to end this program and everything. But thank you so much for joining again. Okay, when and what time once more?
Saturday, October 1st from 8 to 5. If you want to participate, you can register at bit.ly, all capitalized, Disrupt Guam. So.
Okay, well, we will be there. Thanks so much, guys.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and thank you too.
And thank you so much, Jason. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you.
We really appreciate you.
All right, see you next time.
Closed caption.